my great pleasure to welcome you to this momentous occasion, the first graduation day for the postgraduate batch 2021 to 2023 MBA and the 8th graduation day for the undergraduate batch of 2019 to 2023. We are delighted to have you all here to celebrate this significant milestone in the lives of our students.
Engineers honed their technical skills while MBA students excelled in strategy, leadership and business management.
Engineers innovate technology and MBA graduates drive business transformations.
Today we celebrate their achievements and the start of new chapters where they will tackle global challenges and shape the future.
Let us reaffirm our belief in their potential to make a difference. Let us extend our warmest congratulations to the graduating class of 2019 to 2023 as they prepare to engineer a future.
Let us begin this auspicious occasion by paying homage to our motherland with the singing of Tamil Thai Vaarthu.
நீராறும் கடலொடுத்த நிலமடந்த கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ் பரத கண்டமிதில் திக்கணவும் அது சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகவுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறன் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
I request our special guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa, to declare the graduation ceremony open.
Very good morning. With a great privilege, I declare the convocation open.
I request everyone to maintain silence. I request our principal, Dr. Venugopala Krishnan, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to one and all. It is a privilege and a joyous moment to stand before you in this momentous occasion, the 8th graduation day of our institution. Today we gather not just to celebrate the achievements of our graduates, but also to honor the collective efforts and dedication of everyone who has been a part of that journey. First and foremost, it is my great honor to welcome our beloved chairman, Dr. N. Mary Wilson sir. Your visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to education have been the guiding light for this institution. Your presence here today is an inspiration to us all and we are truly grateful. I am equally delighted to welcome our esteemed chief guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman of the Higher Education Council, Government of Goa and Vice President of Technical Education of NITT deemed university. Sir, welcome sir. Your pioneering contribution to the field of education and your dedication to advancing technical learning inspire us to aim higher. We are privileged to have you address and guide our graduates. I extend a warm welcome Dr. R. Madhusudanan, Dean, whose tireless efforts in bridging the gap between the academia and the industry have opened countless doors of opportunity for our students. A sincere welcome to Dr. S. Shenbageli, our IQC coordinator, who has been a driving force in ensuring the highest quality standards in academic and institutional practices. To the heads of the departments and faculty members, I extend my gratitude and a warm welcome. Your mentorship and dedication have shaped the lives and careers of our graduates, and today's celebration is a testament of our hard work. To the proud parents of our graduates, a special welcome to you. Your unwavering support and encouragement have been the foundation of your children's success, and we are honored to share this day with you. And finally, to our graduates, today is your day, a day that makes the beginning of a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. As you leave these halls, remember to carry forward the values, knowledge, and resilience that have brought you at this moment. Let us now come together to celebrate the milestone in a true spirit of joy, gratitude, and pride. Once again, I extend a warm welcome to everyone present here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, we are privileged to welcome our esteemed guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa. I would like to call upon Angel of Second Year CSE Department to introduce our special guest.
Good morning, everyone. It's our great pleasure to welcome our chief guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa. He completed his BTech and MTech degrees in Chemical Engineering from National Institute of Technology of Karnataka, Surathkal, followed by a PhD from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and postdoctoral studies from the University of California, Riverside, USA. He started his luminous career as a professor and dean, continued for 25 years at National Institute of Technology of Karnataka, Surathkal, between which he guided 11 PhD theses, 187 MTech theses, and published 112 papers in international and national journals and conferences in his area of expertise. He has had the honor of serving as visiting professor at Asian Institute of Technology, Bangkok, Monash University, Australia, and CPSE, Manila. He has been appointed as an advisor to AICTE and chairman at Technical Advisory Committee of Pollution Control Board of Karnataka and as director as NIT Agartala. He also worked for 5.5 years as director of NIT Goa. He also accompanied our former President of India, His Excellency Dr. Pranab Mukherjee, in his official tour to China in May 2016 as a prestigious technical expert. He was also a privileged attendee at the BRICS Energy Conference 2018 at Moscow. He is also an elected council member of Indian Institute of Chemical Engineers. Presently, he serves as the Vice Chairman of Higher Education Council, Government of Goa. On behalf of JPR Institute of Technology, I extend my warm welcome to you, sir.
Thank you, Angel, for your wonderful introduction. I request our chairman to felicitate our special guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the visionary behind our institution, the navigator of our aspirations and the guiding force of our journey, our chairman Dr. N. Murray Wilson, to deliver the presidential address.
Marie Varga, respected Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugireya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa, Principal Dr. Venugopala Krishnan, Dean Dr. Madhusudanan, IQC Director Professor Shenbagiril, faculty members, parents, and my dear graduating friends. Very good morning. First, congratulations to the graduates of class 2023 of engineering and MBA class 2022 for getting graduated from Anna University. So on this occasion, I think first and foremost we have to thank Almighty God. We have to thank His presence for each of you, right from the day of birth till date, and the future it's going to be. The presence of God is a must for everyone. Blessings. So we thank the Almighty today. And most importantly, the very important persons next to God is the parents. Let's all appreciate the parents who have gathered here. எவ்வளோ சந்தோஷமான தருணம் இல்லையா? ஒரு பெற்றோர் வந்து இன்னைக்கு உங்களை ஒரு கான்வெகேஷன் ட்ரெஸ்ஸில் ஆன் ஸ்டேஜில் இன்னைக்கு உங்களை ஃபெலிசிட்டேஷன் பண்ண பார்த்து, the pains, the struggles they have underwent for the last 18 to 19 years, right from your pre-KG to middle school to higher secondary to this professional course and post-graduation. எவ்வளோ பேருக்கு போஸ்ட் கிராஜுவேஷன் செகண்ட் சான்ஸ் கிடைக்கும்னு தெரியல, பட் பெற்றோர்கள் அது இன்னைக்கு அது சாத்தியமாக்கியிருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு பெரிய நன்றி. நம்மளுக்கு கடமை ஜாஸ்தியாக இருக்குது. இப்போ ஆஸ் அ கிராஜுவேட்டிங் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் டுடே யூ ஆர் கோயிங் டு கெட் த டிகிரி. It's not one day that you are going to celebrate. After this hour, you will vanish from this place probably, after having lunch and meeting your friends, meeting your professors. But responsibilities, there is a huge responsibility in front of you. Right from the behavior part, probably everybody from this place, inside this auditorium, you might be working in different corporates. நிறைய சூழ்நிலைகள் இப்போ நீங்கள் கடந்து வந்திருப்பீங்க நம்புகிறேன். லாட் ஆஃப் பாலிட்டிக்ஸ், லாட் ஆஃப் ஸ்ட்ரெஸ், லாட் ஆஃப் ப்ரெஷர்ஸ், லாட் ஆஃப் டிஃப்ரெண்ட் பால் கேம். வேர் யூ ஹவ் ஸ்டடிட் இன்ஜினியரிங் அண்ட் MBA is different here, but when you are into the corporate world, it's entirely different. As we could see lot of changes happening. Last 5 to 6 years, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா tremendous changes are happening in the industry. ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ், ஜென் ஏஐன்றாங்க, IoTன்றாங்க, மெஷின் லேர்னிங்ன்றாங்க, பிக் டேட்டான்றாங்க. இப்போ இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் இருக்கிற எக்ஸிஸ்டிங் எம்ப்ளாயீஸே ஸ்ட்ரகிள் பண்ணுறாங்க. பிகாஸ் தே நீட் டு அப்டேட் தேர் ஸ்கில்ஸ். அப்ஸ்கில்லிங் வேண்டிய கட்டாயத்தில் உண்டாகிடுச்சு இப்போது. லாட் ஆஃப் சேலஞ்சஸ். ஏன்னா we could see in our career development cell in placementல் நாங்கள் பார்த்துட்ருக்குறோம். ஒரு 3 monthsக்கு ஒரு தடவை நாங்களே அப்டேட் பார்க்க வேண்டிய சுச்சுவேஷனில் இருக்கிறோம். எங்கள் ஃபேக்கல்ட்டிஸ் போய் ட்ரைனிங் எடுத்தாகணும். அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் திஸ் இயர் இஸ் a very important year for JPR Institute of Technology. ஏன்னா நீங்கள் படிக்க பார்த்து அஃபிலியேஷன் காலேஜாக இருந்தது, இன்றைக்கி அட்டானமஸ் ஆகிடுச்சு. அட்டானமஸ் ஆன பிறகு சிலபஸ் நாங்களே கிரியேட் பண்ண வேண்டிய கட்டாயத்தில் இருக்கிறோம். தட் மீன்ஸ் we have to involve more. 3 months one board of studies மீட்டிங் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணணும், அகாடமிக் கவுன்சில் மீட்டிங் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணணும், கவர்னிங் கவுன்சில் மீட்டிங் கண்டக்ட் பண்ணணும். இது ப்ரொசீஜர்ஸ். So what we are discussing is about the latest inventions, latest tools, latest need of the hour from the industry to be incorporated in the education curriculum. We need to update. So எங்களுக்கு அந்த கட்டாயத்தில் உள்ள இருக்குது. இப்போ கல்லூரியும் சரி, ஆசிரியர் பெருமக்களும் சரி, இல்லைன்னா நாங்கள் சர்வே பண்ணுறது கஷ்டம். எங்களால் ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு குவாலிட்டி இன்ஜினியராக, ஒரு குவாலிட்டி MBA கிராஜுவேட்டாக கொடுக்க முடியாது. ஸோ எங்களுக்கு அந்த ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் இருந்திருக்கு. பட் பொறுப்பு இருக்குது எங்களுக்கு. இப்போ நெக்ஸ்ட் ஒரு 2 yearsல அட்டானமஸ் ஆன பிறகு நம்ம இன்ஸ்டியூஷன் வந்து டீம்டு யூனிவர்சிட்டி ஆகிறதுக்கு ப்ரொபோசல் போயிட்டுருக்கு. In 2 years we might be a deemed university where we can start arts, nursing, medical. கோல்ஸ் இருக்குது, விஷன் இருக்குது. அதுக்கு விதை போட்டது நீங்களும் ஒரு ஆள். உங்கள் பெற்றோரால் ஒரு பெரிய சப்போர்ட்டாக இருந்துச்சு. எங்களை நம்பி இங்கே வந்து உங்களை ஒப்படைச்சாங்க. ஒரு நல்ல ஒரு கிராஜுவேட்டாக வெளியே கொண்டு வரணும், ஒரு வேலை வாய்ப்போடு அவங்க வெளியே போகணும். அதோட முக்கியமாக ஒரு கேரக்டர், குட் டிசிப்ளின். So I am confident that my student boys and girls here definitely have a good discipline trained from our institution. because it's very important. Without discipline, no matter what, you achieve greater positions, everything will be wasted. Without commitment, without hard work, I could see in various places where there is no discipline, everything is gone. So I'm here today to tell you about 3 important things. I know one day you will become in the top position in corporate or entrepreneur having 100%. You will be successful in life no matter what, because you are talented enough. You have gone through a lot of phases. Definitely it will push you towards a greater position. But 3 things, my dear friends, have in mind. Compassion. Very important compassion. Compassion on your fellow human beings. Be kind. Be kind. Spread love. Spread peace. That's very important. Without compassion on fellow human beings or with your parents. இப்போ பேரண்ட்ஸ் நிறைய பேர் வந்து ஆஃப்டர் கிராஜுவேட்டிங் ஆஃப்டர் மேரேஜ் வந்து நம்ம பார்த்துக்கிறதே கிடையாது. பேரண்ட்ஸ் அதோட முடிச்சிடுறோம். பேரண்ட்ஸ் அவ்வளோதான், சுச்சுவேஷன் அவுட், யூ ஹவ் டன் ஃபார் மை லைஃப், தேர் ஃபோர் ஐ வில் ஒன்லி ஸ்டார்ட் மை நியூ லைஃப் வித் மை ஒய்ஃப் அப்படின்னு போயிடுறாங்க. அப்படி இருக்கக்கூடாது. யூ ஹாவ் டு சேவ் காட் யுவர் பேரண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ திஸ் கம்பேஷன் ஷுட் ஸ்டார்ட் ஃப்ரம் யுவர் ஃபேமிலி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல், within your brothers, sisters, father and mother. It's very important to carry out compassion throughout your life. Next is the passion. The passion in which you are dreaming about, where your position you are dreaming about. You have to continue passion. In learning, practical learning வந்து அவ்வளோதான் முடிஞ்சிருச்சு. Learning is a continuous process. It's not today. As I said, it's a different technology உள்ள வந்துகிட்டு இருக்கு. இப்போ நீங்கள் அண்டர் கிராஜுவேஷன் டிகிரி அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் வாங்குறீங்க. The founder and chancellor of Satyabama University and even this college, JPR, Dr. JPR, my father-in-law, அவர் வந்து PhD படித்தது அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டியில். என்ன ஏஜில்? 74 years. When he was 74, he went towards Anna University along with his grandson. நம்புவீங்களா? இதான் உண்மை. நம்ம நினச்சிக்கிறோம் யூஜியோட முடிஞ்சிருச்சு அவ்வளோதான் படி பண்ணுறது. ஸோ he traveled along with his grandson. He attended regular PhD for last 3 years in his in the Anna University and got a scholarship. As a doctorate scholar, he came out. So இது continuous process. எங்களுக்கு அப்படி தான் அவர் கற்றுக் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. டெய்லி லேர்ன் பண்ணிக்கணும், டெய்லி அப்டேட் பண்ணிக்கணும், இல்லை நம்ம மார்க்கெட்டில் இருக்க மாட்டோம். ஸோ திஸ் இஸ் வாட் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். பேஷன் இன் யுவர் வாட் எவர் யூ டூ, இன் எஜுகேஷனாக இருக்கலாம், இன் யுவர் ஒர்க்காக இருக்கலாம், வாட் எவர் யூ டூ, பேஷன். Third is gratitude. Very important, gratitude. You should be grateful enough to thank your father, mother, teachers, friends. Rombo mukkiyam. If you are not grateful, then it's no point. Whatever education you learn, nothing goes wasted. So my dear friends, compassion, passion and gratitude. 3 things I leave to you, your choice. I know you will definitely keep all this up, which I have continued in my life with the grace of God, which I am successful. If I am successful, you will be also successful in life. My blessings will be there. My special congratulations to the university rank holder of the Anna University, the rank 14 in computer science department, Vaishali R. We congratulate her. So it's a massive achievement இல்லையா? ஒரு அண்ணா யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் ஒரு 30,000-40,000 பேர் கிராஜுவேட் ஆகிறாங்கன்னா ஒரு யூனிவர்சிட்டியில் 14th ரேங்க் வாங்குறது ஈஸி கிடையாது. 9.45, 9.67% பெரிய விஷயம். So and other people also who have missed the Anna University rank position with 1%, 2%. My congratulations to them also, because they tried, they wholeheartedly tried. But 1%, 2% not an issue. But we felicitate them through our JPR Remiba Education Trust Awardsல டிஃப்ரெண்ட் கேட்டகரிஸில் இப்போ நீங்கள் வாங்க போகிறீங்க. அவங்களுக்கும் என்னோட வாழ்த்துக்கள், எல்லா கிராஜுவேட்டுக்கும் என்னோட வாழ்த்துக்கள். எனக்கு தெரியும் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் நீங்கள் ஒரு ஓத் கடைசியாக எடுப்பீங்க. there will be oath ceremony will be recited by the chief guest. நான் ஒரு ஓத் சொல்கிறேன், கண்டிப்பாக வச்சுங்க. ரொம்ப முக்கியமானது, 100% முக்கியமானது வாழ்க்கையில். சொசைட்டிக்கு நீடடான ஓத் எடுங்க இன்னைக்கு. I know girls and boys are equal today. Yes, I agree or not? Everybody are equal today. Discrimination அங்கேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்குது. ஜெண்டர்ல இப்போ கிடையாது, எல்லாம் ஈக்குவல் தான். Engineer, boys are engineer, girls are engineer. They are becoming doctor, she is also becoming doctor. Everybody equal, they have everybody. பட் என்னோட ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டாக இருக்கீங்க நீங்கள், கண்டிப்பாக இந்த ஓத்தை எடுத்தாகணும். பாய்ஸ் don't take dowry, girls don't give dowry. That's very important. அந்த ஓத்தை நீங்கள் எடுக்கணும். That is where I will be very happy. அதுதான் சோஷியல் ஈவில்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அங்கேருந்து தான் பிரச்சனைகள் ஆரம்பிக்குது. When we give something, we expect something. அங்கே ஈகோ கிளாஷ் ஆகுது. Today it's really happening. I request my dear graduating friends and parents here to take this into your mind. My prayers always will be there for you. This institution will welcome you every time. இப்போ இன்னொரு அனௌன்ஸ்மெண்ட் ஏஐசிடி கொடுத்துருக்குறாங்க. ப்ராக்டிஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ரொஃபஸர்ஸ் ஆஃப் ப்ராக்டிஸ், பிஓபின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. ஸோ எந்தெந்த இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில் 7 வருஷம் 8 வருஷம் பிஇ முடித்தவங்க, எம்இ முடித்தவங்க, பிஹெச்டி முடித்தவங்க இருந்தாங்கன்னா அவங்க இன்ஜினியரிங் காலேஜில் வந்து ஒர்க் பண்ணலாம். They can earn, they can come for, because the industry knowledge தேவைப்படுதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு இப்போ recently they have announced. So we are inviting our alumni students also who is in 8 years, 10 years experience. Probably that invitation also will be given to you in due course. In the longer terms we will also invite you. You can also come down, you can also be a part of the teaching facility here, teaching faculty, and you can take classes, you can share your knowledge. The knowledge is so important, my dear friends. So with this, I thank the wholeheartedly the faculties who have taken a lot of effort for this batch in training them, non-technical faculties, the deans for placement, Shine team has did a wonderful job in bringing the placement to all the students. God bless, peace to you all. Nandri Vanakkam, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Your words have truly set the tone for today's ceremony and have provided us with a vision for the future. I request our special guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Mugereya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa, a seasoned educationist whose address is bound to inspire and motivate our graduates to address the gathering.
How much I speak? 10 minutes? Really? Good. Namaskar, Vanakkam, very good morning, friends. With the permission of the chairman, I take exactly 10 minutes of your time, and I want your peace, I want your patient hearing. With that promise, I start my my sharing my experience, because I joined teaching by choice, not by default. I love my students. So I have some message for you which might be useful for you. Respected Chairman of Japier Institute of Technology, my good friend Wilson, respected Principal, Deans, esteemed faculty members, students and proud parents. Greetings to each one of you on this special occasion of graduation ceremony. Before I congratulate the students, as Chairman said, we should congratulate the parents, because I know when a son or a daughter comes to the 8th standard, there will be unconditional curfew imposed in the house. No TV, no mobile, no Holi, no Diwali, no celebrations. Because their ultimate aim is to see their child should get into the engineering or medicine of their choice. They do their personal sacrifice, and they'll be very happy today to see you graduating. Friends, every parents feel that I should give something to my child which I didn't get in my life. But more so, it's a duty of every student to see that you should give back what your parents lost because of you. It's very important, because in Indian system, only it exists that in US, only cousins or colonial cousins, but we respect our father, mother, all the family members. That really matters. With this preamble, let me come back to some of the befitting disclosures which is relevant in our teaching learning process. As I rightly said, an institution cannot be built by bricks or contractor. It's built by the quality teachers, a very affirmative management, quality teaching learning process, talented students, and a friendly atmosphere. Today, IITs are great not because of great buildings, because of the quality teachers, talented students, quality teaching learning process. That is very important. I'm very happy that such a ambience being created, because I know this institute for a long time, because I was very close to Sri Japyarji from 1993, I was telling, and he had a vision, because there's a saying that you whisper your dream, the nature will conspire. It's very important. Let us come back to the original. Today onwards, you are going to be the alumnus of this institute, and you will be the ambassador of this institute. Whatever good or bad you do has a reflection on this institute. So you should come back here. I should congratulate Vaishali. Where is she? Yes, congratulations. It is a great honor that a student from the institute competing in an Anna University, that in computer science, where the thousands of students are there, is a great honor. And you will be the ambassador, probably do a PhD and come back and join as a faculty here, because teaching is a very good profession. In fact, I was a gold medalist in BTech in Surathkal. I prefer to be a teacher. I'm very happy. Whatever I dreamt, I got in my life. Friends, life is a journey, not a destination. You should enjoy each moment of your life. So far, you'll be entering to a real world with a lot of competition. So far, you had only one question paper. A teacher is your own question paper, and they should evaluate each one of you based on their own question paper. But now in the life, everybody has a question paper, different life. So don't compete with each other, complement each other, and be successful. Your success is not dependent upon your marks, but your character. As he said, initially we said E equal to mc squared, where E is energy, m is mass, C is where difference is E is mc squared, but education is marks into character square. So character makes a difference, not the marks. I've seen in my life, I've been a professor for 35 years. I know that the students with a good potential will always do very well. Let's come back to when you have learned so many equations in the last 4 years. You ask a question, what is education? Education is not pumping of information into the young child. It is a training of brain to think. That's why it's called, in Sanskrit they say, Sa Vidyaya Vimuktaye. The meaning of real education is to help the student to come out of the real problems of the world. A जीवन का झंझट से वापस बाहर आना है. You have to come out of these clutches. So this education, what is imparted, is a basic. It gives you cake, but it's up to have an icing. If you don't have icing, it's of no use. If you have only cake, also of no use. And of course, the family is very important. Chairman said that he told all boys, don't take dowry, and all girls should not take dowry. I would do the other way. Girls, you don't take dowry. Boys, you don't take dowry. Because there's an equal gender phenomenon in each of these places. This particular batch I've seen is really suffered because of COVID pandemic. You are physically, socially, economically, emotionally separated from each other. But still you adopted very well. I should congratulate you, because in the teenage you got into the pandemic, and that shows that you could perform very well. And you should come out of this. The next question comes to all of you is that when I graduate, what is important? Whether money is important, or fame is important, status important, or satisfaction is important, or happiness is important, or passion is important. I would say it's very difficult to define. For somebody, money is important. Somebody's status is important. Somebody's success is important. Somebody their passion. But whatever you do, a job with a passion is called a profession. So never work for a job. Please try for a profession where you'll enjoy your life. Now, in addition to your degree and job, I am very happy to see, I am really jealous to see your chairman, so fit person. He gives equal importance to not only his fitness. This is very important that along with your profession, I have seen many of the youngsters at the age of 30, they lose their hair. They work for 12 hours. Saturday, Sunday, they go and burn. They not only burn their money, they burn their health also. So this is very important in this rat race. I always say, don't get into the rat race because we are not rats. We are the very important human beings. And ultimately, unless your health, see, there's no point in having a BMW car where you cannot sit with a backache. So you should enjoy whatever you have. And unless you do this, we can't enjoy the life. One more point. Each one do not know that you have a spark. I have seen in my life as a teacher that every child is blessed. That's why in Sanskrit they say, Shunvanta Vishwa Amritasya Putra. That means every child is born with a spark. It's a duty of a teacher and a parent to get the spark out and present it. So please nurture your strength. I have seen the boys who scored very well do extremely well in life because they pamper their insight to the system. Have a balanced life and don't be always after the money. Be sincere to your profession because your life is very important. So far the teachers are very courteous. You only give 35 marks, they will pass. But in industry, they are very, very curious. They should be on the toes. So that's why you should be sincere. That's why they say, Tat Puja Karma Chakilam. That means whatever the work you do, you should do with a lot of satisfaction and with sincerity. Once you do that, you'll never fail in life. Before I complete my talk, I want to give a 1-minute story which will be very helpful, which is relevant. This is called the concept of Gurukul education, which I always say this. As you know, Gurukul education is education where it's 300 years back. There was a village called Sugram. Sugram is a village where the people give more importance to the health and welfare compared to the money. There is a guru who had 10 students. The kids used to go to him, study for 10 years, they come out. And when they come out, not like our school, they'll be complete in their status. So out of the 10 kids, one kid was very mischievous, other 9 were very good. And it went on 7 years, 8 years, that boy never improved. And all are getting disturbed. So one day, all the 9 students went to the guru and said, look, sir, we can't tolerate this fellow. He's a horrible fellow. He is not only not studying, he's troubling us. So they said that unless you throw him out, we'll go out on any of us. See, just imagine if it happened to our convent school here, the principal would have called the boy to the assembly, called his parents, grandfather, grandmother, auntie, and said, this boy is horrible fellow. We are a very disciplined college. We'll send this fellow out and put in the paper. But this guru is different. He said, you yourself said 9 students are very good. If you go out, you'll never do harm to the society. You'll do good to society. If I send this boy out, he'll do harm to the society. So unless I correct him, I'll never send this boy out. If you want, you go out. This is a message what we give more value for the character. Friends, with these few words, I once again thank the chairman of the JPR Institute of Technology for inviting me and to be a part of this great function. I am indeed honored. I wish each one of graduates a great success, be a complete man, enjoy life. We call it as DU. That's called a DEW. Dream big, enjoy your life, work hard. God bless you. Namaskar. Vande Mataram.
Thank you, sir, for your insightful and inspiring address. A gentle reminder, kindly mute your phones. We are honored to present the Trust Awards, recognizing the exceptional achievements of individuals who have excelled in their respective fields. Let us celebrate their dedication and hard work as we present these awards. I request our Dean, R. Madhusudanan, to call upon the awardees.
Very good morning. So congratulations to you all, the graduates. So JPR Remibai Educational Trust announces the Trust Award every year.
So to start with, Dr. M.G. Ramachandran Award goes to the Mechanical Department, Mr. Sunil Kumar B., son of Mr. P. Balakrishnan and Mrs. J. Shanti. He has scored 8.91 CGPA. Dr. M.G. Ramachandran Award. His sister is receiving the award. Sunil Kumar is abroad on behalf of him. His sister is receiving the award. Next comes the Kalpana Chawla Award for the Department of Information Technology. Mr. P. Lingesh, son of Mr. S. Perumal, Mrs. P. Jamuna. He has scored 9.08 CGPA. Mr. P. Lingesh for the Kalpana Chawla Award. Dr. Sir C.V. Raman Award for the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering. It goes to Mr. C.N. Suman Sanjit, son of Mr. M. Chandramohan and Mrs. C. Kiribavati. He has scored 8.99 CGPA. Dr. Sir C.V. Raman Award. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Award goes to the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. The awardee is Ms. Kaneru Divyanjali, daughter of Mr. Kaneru Baipa Sudarshana and Mrs. Chandrakala. She has scored 8.97 CGPA. Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam Award. So next comes Saint Mother Teresa Award goes to the Department of Computer Science Engineering. Mr. Santosh A., son of Mr. G. Annamalai and Mrs. A. Sumati. He has scored 9.17 CGPA. Saint Mother Teresa Award goes to him. Next is Mr. A.P. Baulraj Award goes to the Department of Management of Administration. Ms. Sakti Sri, daughter of Mr. K.S. Ramesh and Mrs. Shanti Ramesh. She has scored 8.46 CGPA. Mr. A.P. Baulraj Award. Comes the overall topper categories award, Anna University 14th rank from the Department of Computer Science Engineering, Ms. G.R. Vaishali, daughter of Mr. Gopal Gopi MD, Mrs. Rekha Gopi. She has scored 9.37 CGPA. She is our Anna University 14th rank holder. Next is Special Category Award, Colonel Dr. JPR Award for the Department of Computer Science Engineering. That also goes to Ms. Vaishali GR for scoring 9.37 CGPA. and she is also receiving the cash award of rupees 25,000. Ms. Vaishali GR of Computer Science Department. She is receiving the award of Colonel Dr. JPR Award. Congratulations to the awardees. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. We have now arrived at the most significant part of today's ceremony, the conferment of degrees. We'll now have conferment of degrees. I request our chief guest and the dignitaries to confer the degrees. Now I request Dr. Gayatri, Head of the Department, Computer Science Engineering, to call upon the graduates.
A very good morning to one and all present here. It gives me great joy to call forward our graduating students who have worked so hard to reach this moment. As I announce your names, please come forward to be celebrated for your achievements. Ms. Abhinaya S., daughter of Mr. Senthil Kumar and Mrs. Arul Chote, is graduating with 8.81 CGPA, first class with distinction. Mr. Ajay, son of Mr. Ramdas and Mrs. Kalipani R, is graduating with 8.75 CGPA, first class with distinction. Ms. Deepika, daughter of Mr. Ramesh and Mrs. Selvi R, is graduating with 1.8 CGPA, first class. Selvi is graduating with 7.76 CGPA, first class. Mr. Alton Rio, son of Mr. Peter Ravichandran and Mrs. Hia, is graduating with 8.36 CGPA, first class. Mr. Gopal Nath, son of Mr. Elangovan and Mrs. Manjula, is graduating with 8.46 CGPA, first class. Mr. Ari Krishna S., son of Mr. Shankar Narayanan B. and Mrs. Saraswati S. is graduating with 9.02 CGPA, first class with distinction. Mr. Jaspan Alvan Raj, son of Mr. Amudan R. and Mrs. Sheila A. is graduating with 8.51 CGPA, first class with distinction. Mr. John Samuel Lewis, son of Mr. Lewis Kumar and Mrs. Rose Selvi Bai, is graduating with 8.06 CGPA, first class. Ms. Kalki R., daughter of Cabinet Sabhavati Chi and Mrs. Jaya, is graduating with 9.08 CGPA, first class. Mr. Kadiravan S., son of Mr. Shaktivel S. and Mrs. Asoda, is graduating with 7.85 CGPA, first class. Ms. Kavya V., daughter of Mr. Vaidyanathan E. and Mrs. Puitavati, is graduating with 8.72 CGPA, first class. Mr. Kumaresh M, son of Mr. B. Murugavel and Mrs. Bem Usharani is graduating with 8.14 CGPA first class. Miss Lekha Kamaleshwari, daughter of Mr. Jayachandran T and Mrs. Shetty is graduating with 8.26 CGPA first class. Mr. Manikandan S, son of Mr. Swaminathan and Mrs. Hemalata is graduating with 8.74 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Moresh Kumar K, son of Mr. Karthikeyan and Mrs. Karesh Shelby is graduating with 7.62 CGPA first class. Mr. Mugilan V, son of Mr. Velgundachi and Mrs. Saraswati V is graduating with 7.95 CGPA first class. Mr. Narayan S, son of Mr. Srinivasan S and Mrs. Kavita S is graduating with 8.92 CGPA first class. Mr. Prabhakaran V, son of Mr. A. Bhaktavachalam and Mrs. B. Vanita Ramani is graduating with 7.75 CGPA first class. Ms. Pratisha Sadler, daughter of Mr. Sushilan and Mrs. Mary Matthew is graduating with 9.15 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Praveen Rohesh, son of Mr. Rajan and Sivakamni is graduating with 7.68 CGPA first class. Mr. Punit K, son of Mrs. Suresh Babu and Mrs. Vijayalakshmi is graduating with 8.37 CGPA first class. Mr. Kumaresh M, son of Mr. B. Jay Murugan and Mrs. Usha Rani is graduating with 8.14 CGPA first class. Mr. Punit A, son of Mr. Raghunath R, son of Mr. Royal Jyotirnath and Mrs. Sridevi R is graduating with 8.84 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Donald Harish, son of Mr. Kaman Rajkumar and Mrs. Adasri Mary is graduating with 8.01 CGPA first class. Mr. Sabarish R, son of Mr. Ravi and Mrs. Malagiri is graduating with 7.46 CGPA first class. Mr. Sanjay M, son of Mr. Gopan Krishan C and Mrs. Gauri M is graduating with 8.18 CGPA first class. Mr. Santosh A, son of Mr. Anna Banerjee and Mrs. Sumati A is graduating with 9.17 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Santosh S, son of Mr. G. Shankar and Mrs. S. Jyoti is graduating with 8.04 CGPA first class. Ms. Sujitra M, daughter of Mr. Maria Das and Mrs. Sanjitu is graduating with 8.51 CGPA first class with distinction. Ms. Sujitra M, daughter of Mr. Raja and Mrs. Badmavati is graduating with 7.91 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Dhananjayan, son of Mr. Kocharan and Mrs. Kamala is graduating with 7.68 CGPA first class with distinction. Ms. Vaishali G. R, daughter of Mr. Gopal and Mrs. Rekha Gopi is graduating with 9.37 CGPA first class with distinction. Mr. Vinod B, son of Mr. Prabhakaran and Mrs. Malakini is graduating with 7.26 CGPA first class. P is graduating with 8.65 CGPA, first class with distinction. Mr. Saran J. son of Mr. Narayana Swami and Mr. Jayanti is graduating with 7.2 CGPA, first class. Mr. Ashwin Kumar R. son of Mr. Ravikumar MS and Mrs. Revati R. is graduating with 7.85 CGPA, first class. Mr. Jagadish son of Mr. Ashwin Kumar MS and Mrs. Maitri K. is graduating with 7.1 CGPA, first class. Ms. Janani Esther, daughter of Mr. Santosh Kumar R. and Mrs. Sudhana S. is graduating with 1.5 CGPA, first class. Mr. Emmanuel Aguilar George, son of Mr. George and Mrs. Christina Priya is graduating with 8 CGPA, first class. Mr. Leo Christie, son of Mr. Christie and Mrs. Shanti Chandran is graduating with 7.3 CGPA, first class. Mr. Karan, son of Mr. Vasudev P. and Mrs. Navaratna Giri is graduating with 8 CGPA, first class. Mr. Karthikeya S. son of Mr. Sandat N. and Mrs. Selvi S. is graduating with 7.8 CGPA, first class. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you.
I request Dr. Bhaskaran, head of the department, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, to call upon the graduates.
Congratulations to all graduates. Ms. Abhiravi M., daughter of Mr. Madurai Premalata with CGPA 8.24 with first class. All tribute students, please come forward. Mr. Gokula Krishnan E., son of Mr. Yettiraj Maitri with CGPA of 8.41 with first class. Mr. Hemachandran M., son of Mr. Manohar Telagam with CGPA 8.51 first class. Mr. Jesuran James, son of Mr. Franklin Joseph and Anbu Grace with CGPA 8.45 with first class. Ms. Mageshwari K., daughter of Mr. Kanagaraj, CM Maya Selvi with CGPA 8.5 with first class. Mr. Rahul LM, son of Mr. Loganathan Mahadevi with CGPA 7.73 with first class. Mr. Rajadurai R., son of Mr. Rajamanikam and Sudha with CGPA 8.04 with first class. Mr. Shakti R., son of Mr. Raja M. and Priya R. with CGPA 7.94 with first class. Mr. Felicitation, son of Mr. Neelagandan and N. Uma with CGPA of 8.37 with first class. Mr. Cholan S., son of Mr. Sanket K. and Kavita S. with CGPA 8.31 with first class. Mr. Suman Sujit CM, son of Mr. Chandra Mohan and Durga Badi with CGPA 8.99 with first class with distinction. Mr. Surya, son of Subramani and Jodi with CGPA 8.13 with first class. Mr. Yuvan Shankar
Chandrasekaran, son of Varadarajan and Kalaiselvi, with CJ 9.03 with first class. Sanjay Kumar, with son of Sivapragasham and Bhakya Lakshmi, with CJ 8.45 with first class. Avandika C, daughter of Chandrasekaran, Sukitra, with CJ 8 with first class. Mr. Deepak Kumar, son of Murugan M and Bhakya M, with CJ 8.35 with first class. Clinton, son of Mr. Raju Josita Mary, CGPA of 7 with first class. Congratulations to all graduates and thank you.
I request Dr. Sri Priya.
With distinction. Ms. Amalu S, daughter of Mr. Sambasivam L and Mrs. Shanti S with a CGPA of 7.87 first class. Ms. Anantia Mary J, daughter of Mr. Suresh Babu JL and Mrs. Victoria with a CGPA of 8.94 first class. Ms. Bhuvaneshwari G, daughter of Mr. Gunashekaran G and Mrs. Brenda with a CGPA of 8.54 first class. Ms. Colin Melvina, daughter of Mr. Santanraj Selvakumar and with a CGPA of 7.34 first class. Ms. Deepika B, daughter of and first class. Mr. Darren Mr. Vairi Shankar with the CGPA. Ms. Aishwarya Mr. Josh Samuel with the CGPA. With the distinction. Ms. Sudarsana with the CGP and with the distinction. Ms. CGPA with first class. Mr. Mr. Mahesh first class. Mr. Salakar and Mrs. Revati S with a CGPA of 7.9 first class. Ms. Mahesh
first class with the distinction. Miss Raghunath Swati I, daughter of Mr. Srinivasa Reddy and Shyamala Devi, with a CGPA of 8.73 first class. Mr. Mukti Raja, son of Mr. Saranaganda and Mrs. Anita, graduating with a CGPA of 7.83 first class. Mr. Nandakumar E, son of Reddy and Mrs. Chandrakumar E, with a CGPA of 8.15 first class. Mr. Nitish Kumar E, son of Patagonian and Mrs. Sushila D, with a CGPA of 7.88 first class. Miss Pamela Harika, daughter of Rangeshwara Naidu Prabhu and Pamela Parvati, with a CGPA of 8.9 first class with the distinction. Miss Pooja N, daughter of Mr. N. Nagarajan and Mrs. Kadambari, graduating with a CGPA of 8.39 with first class. Raghavi N, daughter of Mr. Murugan and Mrs. Bhakti Lakshmi, graduating with a CGPA of 8.52 first class with the distinction. Rakesh S, son of Mr. Saranan and Mrs. Priya, with a CGPA of 8.77 first class. Miss Ramanisha P, daughter of Karnataka G and Mrs. Mala P, with a CGPA of 8.66 first class with the distinction. Miss Ramya R, daughter of Rangaswamy N and Mrs. Chinnapalla R, with a CGPA of 8.15 first class. Miss Rashmi Royal, daughter of Mr. Asokan S and Mrs. Lata Nandini, with a CGPA of 8.72 first class with the distinction. Mr. Sai Tarun, son of Mr. Balasubramanian and Mrs. Vasagi Gobi, with a CGPA of 8.68 first class. Miss Saranya Devi R, daughter of Mr. Ramaswamy K and Mrs. Devika R, with a CGPA of 8.25 first class. Mr. Miss Satvika B, daughter of Mr. Venkatraman and Mrs. Bhuvra, with a CGPA of 8.16 first class. Miss Shobana N, daughter of Mr. E. Loganathan and Mrs. Bhuvri, with a CGPA of 8.65 first class with distinction and behalf of Prabhu and Meganas Collective. Mr. Shyam Sundar L, son of Mr. Lakshmi Narayanan and Mrs. Rani, with a CGPA of 7.89 first class. Miss Somachi, daughter of Mr. Velanathan S and Mrs. Aruna, with a CGPA of 8.82 first class. Miss Sridevi S, daughter of Mr. Shivakumar and Mrs. Manjula, graduating with a CGPA of 8.3 first class. Mr. Stiles, son of Mr. Wilfred and Mrs. Wilsona, with a CGPA of 7.97 first class. Miss Veda P, daughter of Mr. Kandasamy and Mrs. Kumada, with a CGPA of 8.82 first class with the distinction. Miss Varuna Shri D, daughter of Mr. Dhanashekaran A, Mrs. Vijayalakshmi D, with a CGPA of 8.87 first class. Miss Binushia, daughter
with a CGPA of 8.2 for first class. On behalf of her mother is collecting. Mr. Yogeshwaran J, son of Mr. Jayachandran E and Mrs. Deepa J, graduating with the CGPA of 8.1 first class. Miss Suganti, daughter of Mr. A.K. Chandran and Mrs. Leela Madi, graduating with a CGPA of 7.56 first class. Mr. Samuel Aragyadas, son of Mr. Anthony Das and Mrs. Florence Chitra D, with a CGPA of 7.48 first class. Okay. Mr. Mohammed Jamal S, son of Mr. Sulaiman, and Mrs. Hasina with a CGPA of 7.2 and first class. Mr. Mahendra R, son of Mr. Ravichandran and Mrs. Shanmuga Vadivu with a CGPA of 8.25 first class. Next. எங்க இருக்கு பாரு. Colin. Miss Colin Melvina, daughter of Mr. Sandhanara Selvakumar and Vinod Lidial with a CGPA of 7.35 first class. Congratulations to the graduates once again. Thank you so much.
I request Dr. Sumati from Mechanical Engineering to call upon the graduates. Good morning to all. Graduates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering, batch 2019 to 2023. Miss Akshaya J, daughter of Jaladan and Andal, is graduating with CGPA 8.03 first class. Mr. Aroki Anisto, son of Mr. Andrey Raj and Sudha, is graduating. Ms. Pal Jodi is graduating with CGPA 7.79 first class. Mr. Dhanraj S, son of Mr. Sendil Saravanan and Saraswati, is graduating with CGPA 7.57 first class. Mr. Dhanush Kumar N, son of D. Neelagandan and N. Selvi, is graduating with CGPA 8.53 first class. Mr. Deen Dayal P, son of S. Prasothaman and Mrs. P. Subha Chandrika, is graduating with CGPA 8.04 first class. Mr. Dinesh Kumar D, son of Deena Dayalan and Rajeshwari, is graduating with CGPA 8.84 first class with distinction. Jay Ganesh A, son of Arivalagan and Mrs. Nirmala, is graduating with CGPA 8.11 with first class. Mr. A. Jay Ganesh, son of Mr. Arivalagan and Mrs. Nirmala, is graduating with CGPA 8.21 with first class. Mrs. Jovita Mercy, daughter of Jay Kumar and Sarala, is graduating with CGPA 7.64 with first class. Ms. Madheshwaran, son of K. Tyagarajan and T. Pushpa, is graduating with CGPA 8.7 first class with distinction. Mr. Ram Prasad, son of Murali Chandrasekhar and Sasikala, is graduating with CGPA 8.21 first class. Mr. Riswin T, son of Tadasu and Mary Subha, is graduating with CGPA 8.78 first class with distinction. Mr. Sahaya Jacinta Marcel, son of Mr. Marcusa and Sahaya Pushpa Usha, is graduating with 8.09 first class. Swaminathan, son of L. Dilip Kumar P. Kanika Mary, is graduating with 8.6 first class. Selva Kumar, son of M. Selvaraj and Jodi, is graduating with CGPA 8.84 first class with distinction. Sridhar, son of Mr. Raja and Meena, is graduating with CGPA 7.64 first class. Mr. Sterling Anto, son of Michael Anthony and Glory Pushparani, is graduating with CGPA 7.99 first class. Mr. Sunil Kumar B, son of Balakrishnan. Shanti J is graduating with CGPA 8.91, first class with a distinction. Udayakaran, son of Srinivas and Batnapriya, is graduating with CGPA 7.35, first class. M. Venkatesan, son of Mogan and Amudan, is graduating with CGPA 7.35, first class. Mr. Bhuvanesh, son of Tirunavukarasu and Chitra, is graduating with CGPA 7.31, first class. Chandramoulishwaran, son of Ravichandran and Tilagavati, is graduating with CGPA 7.94. Subramani, son of Mr. Roganathan and Saguntala, is graduating with Mike Cristo Fernando, son of Mr. Thomas Fernando and Selvi. Mr. Giorgio, son of George, with Darwin Viji. Mike Cristo Fernando, son of Thomas Fernando and Selvi, is graduation with. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you.
I request Dr. Selvam, Head of the Department, Information Technology, to call upon the graduates.
Good morning to all. I am Dr. P.D. Selvam, HOD Department of IT. So now I invite the graduates of 2019 to 23 batch for awarding the degrees. Mr. Abhishek A.B., son of Anton and baby, getting a 8.23 CGPA with the first class. Avinash Alfred, son of Mr. Roach, Mr. Margaret, CGPA 7.91 with first class. Brigita, daughter of Arul Das, Mr. Anita, getting 8.56, first class with the distinction. Mr. Charan, son of Ishwaraya, Mrs. Sridevi, getting 8.17 with the first class. Mr. Deepak, son of Krishnamurthy and Sasikala, getting 7.5 CGPA, first class. Mr. Delphine, son of Sundarraj, Mr. Pushparaj, getting 8.26, first class. Mr. Devasasta, son of Prabhakaran and Mrs. Usha Nandini, getting 8.1 CGPA, first class. Mrs. Darshana, daughter of Ramesh Gupta and Jayanti, getting 8.96 CGPA, first class with a distinction. Darshanya, daughter of Silvarasu Amuda, 8.63 CGPA, first class with a distinction. Gokula Kannan, son of Ramesan Tenarasi, getting 8.22 CGPA with first class. Gopi Krishnan, son of Srinivasan and Dayamadi, 8.97 CGPA with first class. Hariraj, son of Sundarraj and Mrs. Devika, getting 8.19 CGPA with first class. Okay. Hema Chandran, son of Kumaresan and Mrs. Bhuvaneshwari, getting 7.92 CGPA with first class. Mrs. Induja, daughter of Balamurugan and Shanmugam, getting 8.13 CGPA with first class. Ms. Aishwarya, daughter of Balaji and Ms. Kavita, getting 8.31 CGPA with the first class. Ms. Janani, daughter of Balamurugan and Tamil Selli, getting 8.57 CGPA with the first class. Jeffrey Jarin 8.14 CGPA with the first class. Miss Janita Gracelyn, daughter of Joseph Selvin and Mrs. Joseph Selvin, 8.34 CGPA with the first class. Jarin 8.25 CGPA with the first class. Miss Lakshana, daughter of Mr. Sridhar and Mrs. Mageshwari, 8.91 CGPA with the first class. Mr. Linkesh P, son of Mr. Perumal and Mrs. Jamuna, getting 9.08 CGPA with the first class and distinction. Mr. Lokesh Kumar V, son of Vijay Kumar V and Mrs. Mala, getting 8.16 CGPA with the first class with the distinction. Miss Magalakshmi J, daughter of V. Janaki Raman and Mrs. Ramani, getting 7.94 CGPA with the first class. Miss Monisha, daughter of Mr. Murugesan and Mrs. Jayanti, getting 8.77 CGPA with the first class. Mrs. Monisha, daughter of Murugesan and Jayanti, getting 8.77 CGPA with first class. Muthu Krishnan, son of Kodi Pillai and Mrs. Jayanti, getting 7.99 with first class. Mr. Naveen, son of Palani, Mrs. Dayamani, getting 7.99 with the first class. Mr. Nitish Kumar, son of Mr. Kumar and Mrs. Magalakshmi, 8.19 CGPA with the first class. Mr. Parisan Andrews, son of Alvin Thomas and Mrs. Debrol, getting 7.54 CGPA with first class. Mr. Saktivel, son of Dinagaran, Mrs. Vimala, getting 7.96 CGPA with first class. Mr. Saktivel K, son of Mr. Kumar S and Mrs. Shanti, getting 8.95 CGPA with first class distinction. Mr. Sanjay Kumar, son of R. Kesavan, Mrs. Sri Vijaya, getting 8.45 CGPA with first class. Mr. Sanoj, son of Sanjeevi and Mrs. Geeta, getting 8.41 CGPA with first class. Ms. Sharmila, daughter of Mr. Palanivel and Mrs. Bala Saraswati, getting 8.67 CGPA with the first class. Mr. Sherin, son of Mr. Maria Arul, Mrs. Savari Pillai, getting 8.1 CGPA with the first class. Mr. Sunil Kumar, son of Ramamurthy and Mrs. Jayanti, getting 7.71 CGPA with first class. Tamari Selvi, daughter of Janardhanan Loganayagi, getting 8.37 CGPA with first class. So hearty congratulations to all the ID graduates, ID department graduates. Thank you.
To confer the degrees for the first graduation day of the batch 2021 to 2023 MBA, I request Dr. Veeramani, Head of the Department, Master of Business Administration, to call upon the graduates.
Congratulations to all. It is great pride to announce the very first graduates of MBA JIT. Number 1, Akshaya, daughter of Mrs. Anand and Ms. Lakshmi, 7.93 CGPA. Ms. Ansi Abarna and daughter of Selvaraj and Mrs. Mageshwari, 8.3 CGPA. Mr. Balraj, son of Mr. Raj Kumil, and Mrs. Selvarajmi, 7.32 CGPA. Bharatraj, son of Mr. Nagaraj and Mrs. Kalerasi, 7.42 CGPA, first class. Brinda, daughter of Mr. Ananda Krishnan and Mrs. Sujata, 7.88 CGPA, first class. Mr. Gogul, son of Mr. Murugan and Mrs. Sitra, 7.87 CGPA, first class. Ms. Aripriya, daughter of Mr. Sundar and Mrs. Sujata, 7.73 CGPA, first class. Mr. Harish, son of Shanmugham and Mrs. Sugirta Mary, 7.53 CGPA, first class. Jason Christo, son of Mr. Dominic Fernandez and Mrs. Pramila Priyadarshini, 7.2 CGPA, first class. Jayasurya, son of Mr. Mohan and Mrs. Jayalakshmi, 7.11, first class. Ms. Kaladevi, daughter of Mrs. Arunachalam and Mrs. Nagalakshmi, 7.94, first class. Kamesh, son of Mr. Shankar and Mr. Saraswati, 7.72 CGPA, first class. Ms. Kirtana, daughter of Mr. Parthiban and Mrs. Malarkodi, 7.43, first class. Ms. Kirti, daughter of Mr. Perumaswamy and Mr. Radhimala, 8.16, first class. Mr. Lakshman Raj, son of Dandraj and Mrs. Ruka Devi, 7.81. Lavanya, daughter of Mr. Balaji and Mrs. Nagamal, 7.81. Ms. Libby, daughter of Anthony and Mrs. Mary, 7.43, first class. Mr. Lokesh, son of Mr. Sankar and Mrs. Kavida, 7, first class. Mr. Mageshwaran, son of Kadambadiyan and Tripura Sundari, 7.4, first class. Ms. Bhargavi, daughter of Inbarasan and Mrs. Usha, 8.9, first class. Mr. Pragadish, son of Ramachandran and Nirmala, 7.9, first class. Mr. Praveen, son of Etiapan and Prabha, 7.19, first class. Mr. Praveen Raj, son of Mr. Nagaraj and Mrs. Sujata, 7.39, first class. Mr. Prem Kumar, son of Nagarajan and Tiba, 7.21, first class. This is Mr. Prem Kumar P, Mr. Pravidan and Jayalakshmi, 7.1. Mrs. Rafiq Aslam Pathan, son of Mr. Aslam Pathan and Mr. Sanaj Aslam Pathan, 7.12, first class. Mr. Ramesh Kumar, son of Mohan and Mrs. Savan Devi, 7.1, first class. Ms. Revadi, daughter of Ms. Vasudevan and Mrs. Sarada, 7.97, Revadi. Mr. Saktisri, daughter of Ramesh and Mr. Sandhi, 8.46, first class. Mrs. Sylvia Berlin, daughter of Anthony Berlin and Ms. Kanya Marial, 7.91, first class. Srinath Maruti, son of Maruti and Nirmala, graduating with 7.72. Stephen, Mr. Stephen, son of Arpudaraj and Mary, Regina Mary is graduating with 7.89, first class. Ms. Venila and Mrs. Shankar and Meghra, 7.61, first class. Ms. Tamilarasan, son of Lakshmi Bedi and Prema, 7.71, first class. Mr. Naresh Kumar, son of Mr. Kadambadi and Mrs. Agilandeswari, 7.2, first class. Ms. Dhanasegaran, son of Mr. Haridas and Mr. Tamilarasi, 7.1, first class. Ms. Diyoshima, daughter of Mr. Satya Dalus and Mr. Mangalam Mary, is graduating with CGPA 8.17, first class. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all. All the graduates, thank you.
Hearty congratulations to all the graduates of the batch 2019 to 2023. We now come to the next important part, the administration of the pledge. I request our Dean, Dr. R. Madhusudanan, to administer the oath. I request all the graduates to rise from their seats.
This is only for the graduates. I will just read, you repeat it. I, as an engineering graduate of JPR Institute of Technology, stand today with pride and gratitude, acknowledging the knowledge and skills I have gained through years of hard work and dedication. I solemnly pledge to uphold the highest standards of integrity, professionalism, and ethics in my career and personal life. I will use the knowledge I have acquired to contribute meaningfully to the society, solving real-world problems and improving the quality of life for others. I vow to approach every task with a sense of responsibility, ensuring that my work is not only technically sound, but also socially, environmentally, and ethically conscious. I will prioritize the well-being of people and the planet in every decision I make, recognizing the profound impact of engineering on the world. I commit to continuous learning, keeping up with the advancements in technology and adapting to the ever-changing challenges of the profession. I will collaborate with others, sharing knowledge and working together towards innovative solutions that benefit society. As an engineer, I pledge to maintain a strong sense of integrity and honesty, to respect diversity, and to always strive for excellence. I will act as a responsible citizen, using my skills and expertise for the greater good and endeavor to make a positive difference in the world through my contributions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for leading our graduates. I request our special guest, Professor Dr. Gopal Murugeya, Vice Chairman, Higher Education Council, Government of Goa, to declare the graduation ceremony closed.
before I declare the convocation closed, can I request all the graduates to raise, please? Only graduates. Please, can I request all graduates to rise for a minute? All graduates only. Can you clap once? Can you clap again? One more time. Yes, I'm not dragging you. Be seated, please. Be seated. The first clap is for your parents who are here, thanking them profusely. The second clap is for the chairman and JPR Institute of Technology. And the third clap is for your loving faculty who made you what as today. Thank you very much. With these few words, I declare the convocation closed. God bless us.
Now we have a special message by the JIT Connect Alumni Association. Your journey with us doesn't end on graduation day. The Alumni Association is an excellent way for you to stay connected to the institution, contribute to its future, and support fellow alumni and students. There are many ways you can give back to your alma mater by volunteering, mentorship programs, career networking, event planning, and participate in virtual or in-person alumni events throughout the year, from networking mixtures to homecoming celebrations. Submit your story to the mail alumni.community@jprinstitute.org at any time. Stay connected with our GIT Connect Alumni Association. Congratulations once again to all our graduates. May your futures be bright and filled with success.
I request the graduates to share their experiences at JIT. I call upon V. Satvika from Electronics and Communication Engineering Department to share her experience.
A very good afternoon to respected chief guest, chairman sir, lecturers, parents, and my dear friends. I take this opportunity to thank all the personas who made me what I am today. So firstly, I am 2023 batch, aka lockdown batch. So it was really hard for us in initial stage of college. We completely started online. So despite having this blocker, students and faculty members coordinated very well online. The online classes, everything described completely. Managing all the lectures, assignments smoothly. We completely delivered everything actively. Despite we being online, IEEE activities, IETE activities were also actively being held. Participations, coordinations of events, technical knowledge, everything was being actively on through GAT. Our faculty members coordinated it perfectly online. So thank you to all the lecturers, coordinators, everybody who made us what we are today, even though we coordinated it in online platform. Nextly, the placement officers. Shine sir, thank you so much for training us completely throughout post-pandemic year as well. And lastly, I'd also thank my parents in believing me, myself, to what I am today. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Ms. Satvika. Now I call upon Mr. Stephen Arpudarajan from Masters of Business Administration Department to share his experience.
Honorable Chief Guest, respected Director Sir, and the dignitaries over the dais, very good afternoon, and the proud parents, and my dear friends, good afternoon. I stand before the stage on behalf of you in a very happy moment to share my personal experience in JPR Institute of Technology. After Jesus Christ arrival in earth has changed the world, AD and BC. In my personal life, before joining JIT and after joining JIT, it has transformed a lot in my personal and a professional way. JPR Institute of Technology has groomed me a lot in my personal and professional career opportunities, and it has provided various opportunities to excel in leadership, communication, and in my professional technical knowledge. Before joining JIT, I never speak a sentence of line in English, but now I can able to communicate fluency in English. It's all because of the JPR Institute of Technology, the global experience which they provided. Now, we are a golden batch of the Department of Management Studies. We are the first batch of the JIT, and we are proud to say we are the golden batch because 4 of our friends are working in abroad. One of our friends started a new company called Connects, which is an IT company, and many of my friends are working in various corporates. So thank you so much for the entire thing which the JPR Institute of Technology for giving us this opportunity. So we would like to thank on behalf of our students entire batch, we would like to thank the director sir, the management, the supporting staffs, and especially our department faculties for their encouragement and continuous support. So with the quote of Tamil, I would like to end up. தடத்தில் பயணிப்பவன் மனிதன் தடத்தில் பயணிப்பவன் மனிதன் தடம் பதித்து செல்பவன் மாமனிதன். ஓரடியில் பிறந்து ஈரடியில் தவழ்ந்து 3 அடிகளில் நடந்து 4-5 அடிகளில் வளர்ந்து 6 அடிக்குள் செல்ல வருகின்ற நாம் வாழுகின்ற வாழ்க்கையினை பிறருக்கு பயனுள்ள வகையிலும் அர்த்தம் வகையிலும் வாழ்வோம். நன்றி.
Thank you, Mr. Stephen Arbudarajan. To express our gratitude for today's memorable event, I now call upon our IQAC Director, Dr. S. Shenbaga Eril, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my honor really to be proud to deliver the vote of thanks for the 8th graduation ceremony of JPR Institute of Technology. First and foremost, I thank our chairman, Dr. Mary Wilson, who is the man behind us where we are today. And thank you for your inspirational words and thank you for the opportunity. Thank you, sir. I extend my heartfelt thanks to the chief guest of the day, Dr. Gopal Mugereya. He is a chief guest of the today and he is our mentor and he is a governing body member of JPR Institute of Technology. So when we visited NIT Goa, start from the security and gardener to the faculty members, they were pricing about his individual personal humanity quality of our chief guest today. So we are really happy, honored to be a chief guest of today, sir. In spite of your busy schedule, you are here and thank you so much, sir. And I extend my heartfelt thanks to our principal, sir, for welcoming the gathering and for your support and guidance. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to Dean Placement for wonderful opportunity provided to the batch. In particular, he has given more opportunity to reputed companies with more packages. Thank you, sir. And I thank all the faculty members, head of the department, teaching, non-teaching staff members, and for office staff members, administrative faculty members for your continuous support for making this day. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to all the parents, proud parents, for your unbounded love and your sacrifice to make this day happen. Thank you all the parents. I congratulate all the graduates and thank you for your dedication and your hard work for making this day as special. And once again, on behalf of JPR Institute of Technology, I thank one and all present here. Thank you all. Kanji Vanam.
Kindly rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा दब शुभ नामे जाहे दब शुभ आशीष माहे जाहे दब जय गादा जनहन मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विदाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Please be seated. For lunch, kindly proceed to the mess hall. Lunch is provided for all students and parents. Okay. Kindly be seated till the procession is over.